Hello everyone, today I want to teach you one of the main strategies that I've been using. This strategy is a holy grail, guys. Make sure you just follow whatever I'm saying, and if you don't understand very well, you can just enroll on my mentorship class, then I'll teach you the way. So I won't touch everything, but I want to touch some main concept here. The first thing is high, yesterday low and yesterday high. You need to understand yesterday low and yesterday high. Another thing is you need RSI. RSI 21 will give you for free, but parabola setting and the moving average, these are secret ingredients, and so if you want to know them, then please enroll to mentorship. I'll teach you how to use the parabola and the moving average. But for this strategy, you can find your own entry, but it's very good. Okay, so the first thing you need to understand higher the yesterday low. You need to point your yesterday low or yesterday high. In this example, I'm using this volatility 10 seconds as my yesterday low. So you can see my yesterday low was here. See this candle, this was yesterday low. So these lines here, they are interchange, they separate days. So this was yesterday, this triangle here is today, and tomorrow will be here. So the first thing you need to check the RSI. If the RSI is below 30, you know that it's about to go up. Another thing is check the yesterday low, and then wait the market to come and retest that low. It's like retesting that low. It's like collecting liquidity. It's like taking stop loss out. So after that, on 1 hour, please, you can use 1 hour, because yesterday low, use 1 hour. And then on 15 minutes, you need to shift to 15 minutes. Now on 15 minutes, now you need to find an entry. You can use anything for entry. You can use trend line. Actually use trend line for my entry. Okay, actually draw my trend lines. This was my trend line. You can see my entry, or you can use parabola settings. These are my parabola settings, my secret ingredient. Once the parabola confirms, remember, I don't enter the first signal. I need the second signal after the low of the day has been collected or has been retested. Then I'll enter there. Then I just need to scalp. Then you can scalp or hold, but make sure you hold until, if you are holding, hold until the price touches this moving average. Okay, or you can go for 1-to-1. If you don't have the moving average, you can just go 1-to-1. Then stop loss, you can see where I put my stop loss. Okay, I've just put my stop loss there. Then collect 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 will be around there. Okay, so I've just did this in the morning, and this was the result. This was the first profit. This is a live account. You can see this is a live account. So this was the first profit, and then this is the second profit now. Okay, this is the second profit. So I'm holding this. So I collected my first $20, and then I'm holding now. Okay, let me show you yesterday what I did again. Okay, or let me show you another setup that's coming up on volatility 75. This is another setup. You can see here the market has been ranging on 70. Okay, but I wasn't interested much on the 70 because it can still range on 70. What I'm interested in, the low of the day. You can see here, this was the low of the day yesterday. This box is yesterday, the low of the day. The market came back, dropped a little bit, and then came back to test this low of the day. Now, after it has tested that, the collective liquidity, now we need to find a way we can enter this trade. So since it has not made lower low, it has made no another higher low, so I need it to break this trend line of mine. So if this point here, if this will be the higher low, okay, this is a higher high, this is this is high of this. So higher low, high high, higher low. So if this will be my higher low, and my trend line breaks, because you can see my parabola just give me a sell signal. The only thing I'm waiting is higher low. Okay, this is what I'm waiting. So I'm waiting for for a nice entry. So I need this trend line to break so that I can sell. But the thing is, this was the yesterday high. So liquidity has already been collected, and now the market is dropping. You can see the market drop, but I can't just enter directly because the market has just collected, because the market still. So I'm looking for my entry now, looking for an entry whereby the trend line will break, and this become my higher low, whereby I'll be putting my stop loss above here. Then my TP I can hold until the price touches this moving average of mine here. If you want the setting for this moving average, please just come up, and then I'll enroll you on my mentorship. Then I'll teach you, I'll give you this. Okay, this is today's setup that's coming up. Yesterday's setup that was fully completed, it was this one. Okay, you can see the RSI has been ranging on 30. This is the first time RSI touched 30, but you can see in the next day it didn't retest that area before this up move. So this wasn't a valid signal. So the market continued to drop, which is good. So it gave us something called divergence. For those people who understand divergence. Okay, give us divergence there, and then it created a previous low. So this was previous low. You can see this was yesterday when I took the buy, but this was the other day. You can see the low, and then the market shoot up a little bit, and then came back, collected the liquidity on the yesterday, on the previous low, because it was yesterday, the previous day, and then started moving up. So you don't just buy immediately. Now you start looking for an entry. So I drew my trend line there. When the market came back, okay, I just needed a lower high. So the parabola gave me a buy signal, but I needed another lower high. So what I did, I didn't enter. I entered first. I entered in, because it's not a must for the market to form a lower high, but it's very good if it form one. But in this case, you may miss the buy waiting for lower high. But for this case, I entered with small lots first to weigh. Then I put my stop loss down here. You can see. Then the market dropped. Now it created a lower high, and then I shifted my trend line. And then I entered here. So entered here, first position, second position. I moved my stop loss up to this lower high, and then I entered, and then I collected my TP. My TP was on this blue line. Blue line is where there is the demand, supply, or there is resistance. If you call it, some people call it support, retested support, or resistance. So this area is a support that was being come to be retested. So it broke that support, and then the market continued to go up. But this case, I just wanted my profit to be taken at this area. Don't be so greedy. Yeah, so take your profit. So my TP was hit here at this area here, at this support area here. Okay, so but the concept, you just understood the concept. Concept is yesterday low, came back, retest that low, collected liquidity, came back, gave a buy signal using my parabola. I waited for another lower low and another lower high, gave the lower high, came back, break my trend line, gave me another entry, and then shot back up very nicely. You can see very nicely. So as easy as that. So if you don't understand the strategy, mentorship is only, guys. I teach you all this only, and then you can start making money on your own. Okay, you can start making money on simple strategies. As you can see, we are still pushing. So imagine if I had used my one lot, how much I could have made by now. Could have made 20, could have made $60 by now. You can see, and still pushing up. This is a signal that I send on the group. You can see on my VIP, to the signal that I send on the group. Signal buy, volatility 10 seconds. You can see my TP where it is. You can see my entry, and this was yesterday signal that I was telling you. You can see I took buy on the same. So I'm not faking anything. These things that I'm trading on live account. Please make sure you follow us on our Telegram. Make sure you follow us on our YouTube, and more stuff still coming up. Thank you so much.